Alright, action junkies, buckle up because today we are diving deep into a movie that nobody expected, but somehow everyone needed. That's right, after nearly 4 decades, Sylvester Stallone is back. Legs gloves on, matchstick in mouth, and sunglasses gleaming in the bombstick Bullet Rider sequel where we never thought we did see Cobra 2 City of Shadows. This is a full breakdown review and analysis of the one of the best, wildest legacy free sequel to hit the screen in year. Let's go. Cobra 2. Cobra 2 picks up 35 years after the events of original Marian Karopati once a LAPD's most feared street enforcers has long since vanished from the public eyes. Rumors shift. Some says he retired to be the mountains. Others claim he went underground after donating the night staying clash. The truth, he is off the gate until the violence drag him back. The film opens with a chilling sequel, a masked military big group calling himself the Pure Born storm a crowd house in a down, downtown of LA. They lead a majestic ex-military tactic named Rick Wares delivers a podcast declaring war on the road of the city. It is brutal, stylish, and shockingly relevant. The LAPD, overwhelmed and the despaired, sends words to be the last resort. The Cobra 2, the Cobra. Karopati is now living in a circular in the Arizona, fixing cars and essentially burning his head when local biker gangs get too crowded. When his old partner Genzian is criticized injured in one of the military coordinated strikes, Cobra leads up his classic mercury straps on black gloves and heads straight into the heart of the storm. Directed Director Aldo Fosco brings a getcha modern age to Cobra 2 while playing homemade to the original's neon nor style. The film walks a tightrope between hard edge realism and old school 80s access. Gunfights are bond crunching and joystick but realist just enough to feel cinematic. Explosion on light up, rain stored up street, sync music plus in the background, and Stallone delivers one line more in a gravel than a construction site. There are also a noticeable update in the choreography where the original replayed a brutal force action. Cobra 2 introduced traditional combat, brutal knife fight, and even a tense steel sequel in abandoned survey survey station that feels like the dark knight meets John Wicker. The city itself become a character stuck in darkness, hunted by corruption. It is not just about cleaning the street anymore. It is about saving them from the complete collapse. Let us talk about the man himself. Sylvester Stallone returns a Mario Cobra Kropati and the years have been only made him more dangerous. His presence is magnetic. He does not speak much, but when he does, it is iconic. You call me, I didn't forget you how to clean up the trash. Crowdput Cobrapati is so old, slower but smarter and meaner. Stallone's play with him, him with a harder edge, less flashy, more hunted. There are new weighted behind his actions, especially in the scene reflecting one on the what he lost in one of standout moments. Cobra Vitsi, the grave of Isle son, and you can feel the ghost of the past motivating every bullet that he fires. This is not just a return, it is a requestment. John Barley Vicar Vasson is a standout villain, calm, calculating, and ruthless, where believes the system are broken beyond the repairs and see himself a necessary evil. He is not just a blowing up buildings. He trying to build a new order from the ashes. His ideology crashed with Cobra 11, the story beyond shootouts. When these two finally face off in the climax, it is not physics, it is physiologic. Also notable in Wilson, killed by a special agent Lena Pelson, an ATF officer assessed to assert Cobra. At first, she resented his brutal manner, but soon comes to understand the depth of his mission. Thereby holds her own survivor action scene and delivers a sharp performance that avoids chasers. There are even a surprising appearance by Michael B. John Genre as a young cop inspired by Cobra's legacy. He does not get too much screen time, but he adds emotional weight and hits impossible flip off. Cobra 2 does not hold back when it comes to action. The highway ambushes in Act 1 is a jaw-dropping display of practical effect complete with semi-truck chase, flaming witches, and Cobra leaping onto a moving vehicle with a sword of shotguns. The abandoned warehouse raid recalls the original supermarket standout but not stereotype. Here, Cobra takes an Cobra takes out an entire squad of mass military using shadows, misdirection, and brutal close quarter combats. And then there are the final showdown at the industrial power plant, drenched in rain and lit by an emergency red light. Cobra and Veja engage in the cat and mouse battle among catwalk machines and explosion winning. It ends with a brutal knife fight that raw, personal, and kinetic. Each set piece built on the last, epiconing both the strikes and the scales without losing the sight of character motivation. One of the most surprising aspects of Cobra 2 is how thematically rich is it. The movie delivers into the consequences of unchecked violence, the disillusionment of modern law enforcement, and the blurring lines between justice and vengeance. Kyo Cobrapati Cobrapati isn't just cleaning the street anymore. He is confronting the fact that maybe violence isn't enough. The movie also nods heavy to Sylvester Stallone's legacy. It is filled with Easter eggs, and callbacks. Cobra customized pistol, the crime is a disease. Tagline, and even a blink and you will miss it. Scene where he flips through an old case file with pictures from the original movie, but it never led a nostalgia. It uses it, it has a foundation to tell a new story about old warrior in the change of world. So Cobra 2 live up to the legacy? In many ways, yes. It is not perfect. There are some few pacing issues in the middle, and some of the dialogue dipped into cheesy terrorist, but that's of the part of charm. What matters is the film respect its root while carrying brutal modern part forward. Stallone's delivers one of his most complaining performances in the year, and the action art in is some of the best intense we will see in Legacy sequel. It is not guilty, stylish, and surprisingly thoughtful. This isn't just a fan survey. This is a kind of sequel that understands its audience and gives them exactly what they waited decades to see. In the time where reboot and sequels are dim, grows Cobra 2 stands tall. Sunglasses on, mastic, cheek light tight, and the gun stood ready to show the next generation what real action look like. If you're a fan of the original, this must this is a must watch. And if you've never seen Cobra before, well, go fix that. Then come back for sequel. Today, that's it for today's review. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite Cobra 2 moment and who you could win in the fight, Gopati or John Wicker. Like, subscribe, and as always, keep it badass.